Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. It is with great pride and excitement that I welcome you to the 66th Annual Commencement of Assumption High School. I'm Mary Lang, President of Assumption. Gathered here this morning to celebrate the culmination of the class of 2023's efforts and achievements over the last 4 years. They have worked diligently to succeed, and we are proud of each and every one of them. I welcome you all, parents, relatives, friends, and our representatives from the Assumption High School Board of Directors. Joining us today are Sister Diana Newton, a Sister of Mercy and also a graduate from the class of 1965, and Dr. Carol Pfeffer, our chair of the board and also an alumna from the class of 1970. We are so grateful that we can be here today in person and share in this momentous occasion with our graduates together. Now, at this time, I would ask you to please silence all cell phones. In addition, and in keeping with the dignity of this ceremony, we ask that you not call out or cheer for the graduates as they enter today and allow them the respect that they deserve. Now, as we begin this culminating ceremony, I would like to express my appreciation to the parents of our graduates. First, for trusting us with your daughters for their education, and secondly, for partnering with us in their development, academically, spiritually, physically, and socially. They have had a significant impact on the community of Assumption. And now we present the graduating class of 2023. Please be seated. And now our campus minister, Mary Ann Studerman, will open today's ceremony with prayer.
Good morning. Please pray with me. Good and gracious God, we come before you today in joy and gratitude for the blessing of these graduates, the faculty and staff who have been part of their growth these last 4 years, and their parents, families, and friends whose love has nurtured them into the young adults before us today. We ask that you hold them close in their journey as they move forward from this moment into the fullness of their lives. May their steps be guided by a strong faith in you, a commitment to compassion for others, a sense of integrity in all they do, and a continued drive for excellence. We ask this in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. Amen. I have the great privilege today of introducing the person that the class of 2023 has chosen as their graduation speaker. Mrs. Kelly Kerwin has been an English teacher for 31 years, the last 26 of which have been at Assumption. A Louisville native, she graduated from Holy Cross High School before earning her bachelor's degree and secondary teaching certification from Bellarmine College. She then went on to complete her master's degree in education from Eastern Kentucky University. A lifelong learner, she returned just this fall to the University of Louisville for further graduate study. At Assumption, she has taught students in every grade, at every level, coached Quick Recall, been the advisor of Assumption's literary magazine, served as English department chair, led the Macaulay Scholars Program, was a National Honor Society moderator, and has led senior retreat for the last 15 years. I'm honored this year's commencement speaker, Kelly Kerwin.
Thank you, Mrs. Stuman, for that lovely introduction. Sisters of Mercy, Assumption Board of Directors, administrators, faculty, staff, parents, families, friends, and soon-to-be graduates. Good morning. It is an honor and privilege to speak today in this sacred space. I am humbled that the class of 2023 has chosen me to represent our faculty. Seniors, today you cross a threshold. You pass from the here and now into a legacy of Mercy education nearly 200 years old. You join almost 11,500 alumni who have walked the halls of Assumption High School for nearly 70 years. You are part of something much bigger than yourself. This liminal place gives you and all who have supported and guided you a chance to slow down, pause, and reflect. In the rush and swirl of our times, we struggle to make space and celebrate what it means to be human. Enjoy this final opportunity to spend time together. This time together also gives me one more chance to share what my students have come to know as Kerwin Words of Wisdom. I'd like to begin with a story. 2 weeks ago, I pulled into Assumption. I noticed the long carpool line and wondered why things weren't moving swiftly. Then I saw the issue. An underclasswoman had put her car in park, opened the door, and proceeded to greet her dad as he stepped from the passenger seat to the driver's side. Parents, we share this common experience. I call it the old switcheroo. Thanks to the Commonwealth of Kentucky, we get to spend 60 hours riding side by side our children, teaching them to drive. On this morning, I watched the dad when he reached his daughter. In a flash, he gave her the biggest embrace. Time stopped. What a kind, loving dad. These last 4 years have been like that experience in the carpool line. Seniors, your parents, families, and teachers have been riding shotgun with you. They've been teaching you as much as they could to prepare you for life's road. And like that dad, today we are giving you a big hug and sending you on your way with great love. Now you're ready to take the next exit. I know you're ready. I've witnessed your growth and transformation. I've seen you in awesome moments and when circumstances pushed you to your limits. Over the past 4 years, you've experienced a world like few of the classes I've taught in 31 years. At times, it feels like the world has come undone. A pandemic, social uprisings, changes in world leadership, violence in schools and communities, political division, technological shifts, and climate changes. This convergence of instability has shaken us to the core, and I've seen you respond. Jane Goodall, the English primatologist and anthropologist, said that the greatest danger to our future is apathy. I do not see apathy in this class. You question and you challenge. You interrogate and you organize. You advocate and you act. In a time of artificial intelligence or AI, I implore you to ask and live the questions. What's real? What's genuine? Deep within yourself, you know the answers, but the distractions can disrupt your discernment. Slow down. Be still. Pay attention. Acceleration and speed are often not our friends. Tap into your inner self, your own AI, your authentic intelligence. The answers to the questions will come. Now, you've told me you miss the simpler days of freshman year. You miss familiar spaces, rhythms, and routines. I grieve those losses with you. While your younger self yearns for simpler times, you cannot deny that you've experienced an awakening. You cannot retreat. You are no longer asleep. You must put your feet on the floor and get going. There will be individuals who challenge and push back. I encourage you to push forward, respectfully, with patience that perseveres, in peaceful, productive ways. As I've thought about you, seniors, I've been amazed by your transformation. In fact, an image from nature comes to mind. A seemingly ordinary tree with a quirky name that is deceptively incredible. The ginkgo is a resilient and revered survivor. It has existed since the dinosaurs and survived atomic bomb blasts, typhoons, and lightning strikes. Every day when I walk in my neighborhood, I see ginkgos. The ginkgo undergoes this fantastic transformation in autumn. Its butterfly-shaped leaves change to a golden yellow. When the time is right and the temperature drops, an incredible phenomenon occurs, almost sacramental. Within 24 to 36 hours, all the leaves fall in a circular pattern around the tree's base. The suddenness and swiftness can be dizzying to witness. One day, the ginkgo is glorious, radiant, expansive, and brilliant. The next day, the tree stands stripped and bare. Writer Anne Lamott once posed a question that seems apropos. I'll paraphrase. What's left when everything is stripped away? The answer is not meant to be glib. The answer is love. After all the honors and awards and trophies and scholarships, love remains. How do I know this? 3 weeks ago, I saw it with my own eyes at a flag football rivalry called the Pink and White Game. Have you heard of that game? I arrived for the pre-game survivor ceremony, a celebration of life. I stayed to watch the entire game, every second. According to the scoreboard, Team Pink fell short. But then, something magical happened. My instincts told me to stay, and I did. Team Pink ran from their huddle to the fans in the stands. The student section went wild. I know what the scoreboard said that night, but it was wrong. Mystery played on the field that night. And when Mystery suits up in a Team Pink uniform, watch out. Transcendence manifests. That night, I watched a transformation take place led by the class of 2023. Seniors, you reminded us, the community of Assumption, that love wins. Love is an amazing thing. It never imposes. It always invites. And it always includes. It welcomes, and it goes beyond itself. It's contagious. It's joy wrapped in a blessing. Anyone who sees it, knows it, and feels it. There is a fullness that rises from deep down and radiates outward. Love looks a lot like the golden, expansive ginkgo that shimmers and shines. It can't be contained or held or housed. It pours from parents' arms and from the steps of Tyler Lane. Love seeks release so it can become action, sent to conquer struggle and suffering and injustice. Love reminds me a lot of the ginkgo when it swiftly lets go of its leaves. So, class of 2023, as I close, I offer these blessings that exemplify love's boundlessness. May you embrace the process of living. It is in living, really living, that we give ourselves a chance at love. And in your living, may you recognize when to choose gentleness and when to choose ferocity, when to extend grace, and when to enforce accountability. And may you always remember who you are and whose you are. You are loved, loved by so many, those here and those who have gone before you, and those you have yet to know. And most importantly, may you remember, you are love. You are love. Transformed, you are ready to make a difference. We, the community of Assumption, release you to spread your golden, radiant, loving selves beyond the walls and the doors and the steps of 2170 Tyler Lane. May God be with you.
Thank you, Mrs. Kerwin, for those beautiful words. And now I invite our principal, Mrs. Martha Tedesco, to the podium for the conferring of the diplomas.
Four years of study, application, and academic achievement are completed. And now the faculty and administration of Assumption High School proudly award diplomas to the young women in this hall who have met the high standards for graduation from Assumption. We know how excited you are for the graduate that you are here to see today. But since this is truly her moment to shine, we are asking you to not call out, clap, or otherwise disturb her moment on the stage. Because when you do, our eyes are diverted to you and away from her. And we know that is not your intent. This class has especially made a commitment to respect and love each other for always, as the Always 23 class for our entire community. So I ask on their behalf for your help to keep this ceremony respectful in their honor. There will be time, I promise, after all graduates have received their diplomas, for your expressions of congratulations. We will now begin the awarding of diplomas. We do ask you to hold applause until the last graduate has returned to her seat, and we officially present to you the graduated class of 2023. Zoe Brady Chapman. Margaret Louise Dietz. Diana Mora. Elise Shannon Levitovich. Josephine Marie Brown. Lacey Alexandria Hughes. Gabrielle Maria Rosema. Bree Danielle Lindsay. Lucy May Bridget Girth. Julie Lynn Glass. Natalie Mary Mattis. Grace Lynn Braden. Elizabeth Cassidy Lucas. Ashlyn Rose Burkett. Caroline Gray Donahue. Drew Rosalind Dillon. Alyssa Aaron McDonald. Aaliyah Ann McDonald. Yahara Yereth Telez Molina. Abigail Sophia Roselia Mason. Lindsay Annbelle Prince. Brooklyn Rose Pizzonia. Haley Marie Kalin. Alexis Caroline Willis. Cecilia Rose Willett Carrero. Taylor Don Starcher. Sophia Hope DiMercurio. Alyssa Brooke Ecken. Peyton Gabrielle Wright. Sophia Claire Young. Caroline Grace Unruh. Abigail Elizabeth Bradshaw. Layla Grace Chilton. Jameson Mackenzie Backus. Madison Alexandra Ashley. Sophia Nicolette Poma. Shelby Lynn Ramser. Braylee Mia Hedgepeth. Josephine Ann Dye. Kellen Lanice Daly. Kinley Dean Corrigan. Mary Jacqueline Barker. Ella Elise Jenkins. Natalie Jean Griffith. Brianna Renee Newbacher. Summer Marie Clark. Grace Marie Corbell. Riley Elizabeth Edlin. Virginia Janae Schmigelski Spalding. Cassidy Marie Brockman. Whitney Bo Cutter. Krista Maria Skaggs. Mallory Elizabeth Brown. Molly Catherine Conway. Allison Lee Daher. Emily Rose Buckle. Ashley Elizabeth Brecher. Lainey Catherine Blood. Lainey is also a candidate for the AP Capstone Diploma. Ellie Catherine Nunn. Brooke Nicole Meyer. Brianna Elizabeth Kestel. Haley Vaughn Glass. Isabella Elise Bergner. Ella Grace Morse. Ashley Mary Tierney. Emma Olena Berry. Molly Ann Dixon. Kate Joanne Merriweather. Shay Elizabeth Karam. Isabella Catherine O'Brien. Kennedy Lynn Pierce. Lena No. Kate Virginia Scales. Joanna Marie Cox. Lucy Elizabeth Frederick. Kennedy Grace Fritz. Isabella Maria Molestina. Miranda Gail Oliver Bilodeau. Claire Elizabeth Bannon. Taylor Mackenzie Allen. Riley McKenna Adkins. Kira Blake Lloyd. Kate Elizabeth Sherman. Lane Elizabeth Monjo. Amaya Caroline Lane. Shay Elizabeth Clark. Ella Grace Fisher. Alia Saro Nawab. Mary Dow Wynn. Emily Catherine Weichel. Lucy Elizabeth Johnson. Abigail Brooke Holland. Natalie Ann Jansen. Riley Paige Carews. Sydney Elaine Rudisell. Morgan Nicole Schulz. Morgan is also a candidate for the AP Capstone Diploma. Destiny Nicole Hubry. Isabella Ann Seeby. Emily Grace Esterly. Aslan Phoenix Bishop. Olivia Barron Dornfeld. Addison Deanne Reeve. Elizabeth Ann Overly. Jordan Olivia Kaiser. Carly Elizabeth Hofflick. Tyler Elizabeth Eversledge. Mariana Grace Cockerell. Callista J. Waldridge. Callie is also a candidate for the AP Capstone Diploma. Taylor Avery Shoemaker. Hannah Marie Brado. Madison Rose Gardner. Ashlyn Carol Shea. Taylor Josette Switek. Caitlin Elizabeth Y. Johanna Bowling. Sophia May Curry. Ireland Elise Green. Sophia Marie Kukla. Annabelle Marie Lee. Frances Jane Faree. Reagan Paige Monroe. Molly Elizabeth McElroy. Maya Valora Mandy. Callie Lynn Edmonds. Mary Catherine Page Kleins. Mia Catherine Brim. Alexandria Kate Bowman. Elizabeth St. Clair Meyer. Corey Lynn McDonald. Abigail Grace McClellan. Mackenzie Brooke James. Peyton Carey Burnham. Hannah Taylor McIntosh. Gabrielle Renee Stallard. Avery Elaine Usher. Sophie Elizabeth Zimmerman. Catherine Esther Kelly. Maya Claire Pitko. Leela Susan Thompson. Leela is also a candidate for the AP Capstone Diploma. Morgan Amanda Webb. Jill Elizabeth Eichberger. Madeline Grace Everett. Sydney Lee Greenemeyer. Abigail Elizabeth Cotton. Emily Morgan Shearer. Kathleen Elise Moser. Kathleen Elizabeth Kolakowski. Caroline Jordan Hodges. Haley Ann Krask. Sydney Brooke Skaggs. Isabella Rose Siegel. Lauren Ann Schweitzer. Carly Faye Schramko. Shazia Marie Nawab. Morgan Olivia Lomax. Hannah Elizabeth Riddle. Julia Marie Schreck. Leonora James Reeder. Caroline Elizabeth Hankey. Zoe Alexandra Kelly. Marilyn Jewel Cecilia Prey. Lakin Elizabeth Weber. Gabrielle Elizabeth Wessel. Emily Ray Hankey. Erin Marie Troutman. Sydney Renee Koenig. Macy Evelyn Hayes Stone. Addison Brooke Putt. Emma Lee Eisenbach. McKenna Lee Crum. Graciela Marie Crawford. Sophia Elena Carden. Anna Elizabeth Alphen. Emma Lauren Petty. Emma Jo Nevitt. Emma is also a candidate for the AP Capstone Diploma. Emily Frances Delk. Jordan Marie Warfield. Jacqueline Jeanette Mikulek. Taylor Kennedy French. Sailor Mackenzie Thomas. Ava Christine Fears. Liesel Ann Gresseth. Ava Marie Bone. Caitlin Cupper Evola. Alexis Brianne Strong. Gabrielle Morgan Gary. Whitney Claire Woodrow. Whitney is also a candidate for the AP Capstone Diploma. Mary Claire Murphy Schmidt. Molly Patrice Moore. Taylor Kristen Howell. Lydia Allen Stevens. Landry Elizabeth Sipes. Lily Parrish Burchett. Reagan Laura Wilson. Jocelyn Lopez. We ask that you hold your applause until our last graduate returns to her seat. The community of Assumption has had the honor of bestowing diplomas to 195 young women who, in our humble opinion, are the best reflection of gospel-based values of our school. Catherine McCauley created an enterprise that she could never have imagined, and we too struggle to imagine what the future holds for this class. Our graduates have dreamed and have worked for these past 4 years, and now they are going forth to carry on the Circle of Mercy. We have no doubt that they will do so gracefully and faithfully. They will forever be a part of the community of Assumption High School. Now, please join me in congratulating our graduates, the class of 2023. Thank you so much for that wonderful applause and congratulations. And now Teresa Schumann, Dean of Studies, will announce the academic honors.
Will the class of 2023 please stand? The Assumption High School graduating class has been awarded nearly $30 million in scholarships, in addition to $1.5 million over 4 years in the Kentucky Educational Excellence Scholarship Program. You may be seated. We also recognize the member of the class of 2023 who was named a National Merit Finalist. She is Josie Dye. For their leadership, service, scholarship, and character, we recognize the members of the National Honor Society. Would the members of the society please stand? The students with the highest academic honors are now recognized. And the top 5% of their class have graduated with distinction. They are Miranda Bilodeau, Josie Dye, Kate Kolakowski, Elise Leventovich, Elizabeth Lucas, Kate Merriweather, Elizabeth Overly, Mary Claire Schmidt, Virginia Spalding, and Whitney Woodrow. The students who have maintained a cumulative 4.0 GPA for earned credits have graduated with honors. They are Anna Alphin, Lily Burchett, Ashlyn Burkett, Allie Dahlhair, Josie Dye, Drew Dillon, Ava Fears, Madison Gardner, Shay Karam, Kate Kolakowski, Elise Leventovich, Elizabeth Lucas, Abby McClellan, Kate Merriweather, Ellie Meyer, Jacqueline Mikulek, Elizabeth Overly, Maya Pitko, Hannah Riddle, Gabby Rosema, Sydney Rudisell, Mary Claire Schmidt, Julia Schreck, Lauren Schweitzer, Landry Sipes, Virginia Spalding, and Whitney Woodrow. And now, Judy Fieldhouse, Dean of Studies, will announce some special awards.
Each year, is it a tradition that the faculty and staff nominate seniors for 3 special awards. From the long list of nominations, the following seniors were selected for these awards. The 2023 recipient of the Assumption Alumni Association Award for the Best All-Around Senior is Mary Claire Schmidt. The 2023 recipient of the Rocket Spirit Award is a student who exhibits the most school spirit and consistently sets a good example. This year's recipient of the Rocket Spirit Award is Ava Fears. And the highest award that the faculty of Assumption High School can bestow on a graduating senior is the Catherine McCauley Christian Leader Award. This award recognizes a student who consistently demonstrates her commitment to the faith, compassion, integrity, and excellence. She is a servant leader who embraces the charism and honors and the legacy of the Sisters of Mercy and embraces mercy values. She exemplifies Christian leadership on a daily basis. This year's recipient of the Catherine McCauley Christian Leader Award is Miranda Bilodeau. And now, Jennifer Reckriegel, Guidance Counselor for the class of 2023, will lead the commissioning of the graduates.
At Assumption, symbols are important. Green, blue, yellow, and pink are more than just colors. They are ways we celebrate our different classes. And the rose is more than just a flower. It symbolizes the journey that students have gone through to reach the moment we celebrate today. At this time, I ask Senior Class President Stella Faree to come forward. Stella will lead the graduates in moving the tassel and turning the class ring, symbols of graduation.
And now, for the last time together, the class of 2023 will sing our school song. We ask that all alums present today, as well as our faculty and staff, to please stand and join in singing the school song with our graduated class. After the alma mater, the recessional will begin. We ask that everyone remain seated until the graduates, faculty, and board members have left the auditorium. May God bless and keep the Assumption High School graduated class of 2023.